Hello, welcome. I'm Natalie, welcome to the Moonshadow Garden. I want to say this is the vlog of vlogs. We never had one that has been this good. Throwing it out there, being positive about my own skills. No, really, I had such fun editing this one. If you're into Animal Crossing, this is for you. If you're into cats, this is for you. If you're in lockdown number 75, I want to say this is for you as well, because there's tons of gardening in here. This is probably the zoo vlog that I've put the most work in. I've edited this baby for, I want to say, 2 days full on straight. It's so fun to watch. So this vlog is a little pick me up if you feel a little low and you need something to laugh and feel good. This is the one for you. Also, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. So good at self-promoting. Yes, very good. What we're doing with this. Let's get started. So I don't really know if you can see that, but around the eye and the ear, especially around here, the whole paper started to bleed. And I hate that. I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens because then the line work just starts to bleed, the ink starts to bleed into the paper, and I basically either can choose to work on right now or repeat the whole line work process again. I don't know. Since this is going to be a really small illustration on my homepage, like just majorly a decoration on the sides, I'll just continue, but I won't be working with that kind of paper again. It's very good for if you're just working with watercolor and not mixed media. I mean, it's watercolor paper to be fair, but yeah. Most watercolor paper takes a while to inking, but this one, it just doesn't. Yeah. As you may or may not be able to tell on these petunia leaves, they're way too yellow. We have the same thing going on here with the Morning Glory. And with, I don't know what's the English name of this plant here, but that tells me that this is a case of chlorosis. So the plants are not getting enough iron. And we need to head out to get something to fix that. Going on a short drive for a moment. Let's go.
Jetzt kannst du die Maske runternehmen.
Ja. Das war's.
Sag was auf Englisch.
The first iron bottle that we got was leaky, kind of. A beautiful shot of all the leakage that happened. Hopefully I can wash this out, otherwise. This pretty blouse. They're measuring everything on here in spoons, which, if you're familiar with the spoon theory, I like that very much. So per plant it says you should use 3 to, doing math, 5 spoons. Let's start out with the pretty petunia with the many yellow leaves. It was blooming so beautifully, and then in the last 2 weeks it started to, I want to say, degenerate. Where shall I put it so that you can see? Opening this baby here. Gives off the smell of the faintest hint of rotten dry dog food. Someone here smells it too. I don't know, is this good for you? Does it smell good for you? Truly? Nah, she's just curious. Taking... It does look like dog food. Maybe it's just dog food. And then it says to put it into the soil and work it in. Next up, we have the iron, which we will use, which you use while watering the plants. Here's my watering can, and it says that for 3 liters you use 1 cup. So this is 5 liters, so it's almost 2. How on earth am I supposed to open this? 1 cup. Can you see? What? Too much. Just a bit too much. Now we'll repeat the same step with this one here and this one here, and basically all of them will look a little too yellowish for my taste. For us nasturtium lovers, this year has been very hard. On this one here, I have a ton of aphids that I'm trying to get rid of with the most natural way possible, which mostly is just a little bit of soap diluted into water. Like watered down a lot. It's like 1 part soap and 10 parts water. So this one has aphids, the other one upstairs has earth fleas. Here you can see it. There. They're tiny little jumpy jump bugs. Let me touch one. You can see. Boop. They just jump away like fleas, hence the name earth flea. And they're nasty, like they will munch your flower up in
within 1 or 2 days if you don't act fast. So what you see on here, this white powdery, beautiful thingy here, this white powdery substance is nothing else than baby powder. They hate that. That's like adding sand to your food. For them it's like adding sand to your food or to their food. It has that kind of gritty texture that they're I want to say grinding teeth. I have to learn my English zoology vocabulary soon, but that their teeth can't really process that very well. It's like eating dirt and eating sand. Did I say sand and gritty? Sand and gritty. Asking the ladies out there, if you're on your period, do you also find it very hard to find your words? Doesn't matter if I'm trying to speak English or German, the words and especially names, they just evade me. It's like the first 2 to 3 days I'm in this kind of brain fog haze, can't really function, should do some client invoices and also some time tracking, and I just can't. No possible. I don't know how's that for you. How is it going? So with the PMS added to it, I think I have between. Do you hear that? It's a plane going by. Can you catch it? Let's see. You see it? Can you see it? Where is it? I just flew here. Oh, there. There is the guy. Hi. Thank you for disturbing this video. Within the month, I have about between 4 to 5 days that I simply can't be productive in due to the very circumstance of being a woman. And sometimes I think that's unfair, even though the period is the very reason, well, one of the reasons, but one of the main reasons why women get older than men is because we have to reproduce a lot of blood per month, and that kind of flow in our bodies makes it easier for us to drive out any old and stagnant blood from the body. And so we get older, but it comes at a cost. These sticks here are a kind of fertilizer or a form of fertilizer that I've never used before. I'm kind of curious. You just take them out of the bag, and then depending on the diameter of your plant, you put this in the soil near the roots. So we'll just go for it. Okay, this is way harder than I think it should be. Maybe I need to repot the new baby here before I can do this. Let's look for another patient. What about you, Monstera? You could be needy. Let's try. Oh, way easier. Look at this. Boom, in there. How about here? Good evening, everybody. So this is Friday evening. I've spent all day dealing with kind of an artistic existential crisis, which always comes when I'm not very happy with my Instagram feed, and it's anything but consistent. I'm always switching styles, and it makes it really hard for my audience to like stay connected and know what they're getting when they're looking at my feed, right? So it's always changing. Sometimes it's a dog background, sometimes it's more colorful. I mean, it's always animals, but sometimes it's storytelling. What do I give you? What do I give you guys, right? And I struggle with color palettes. Like, I can't be consistent. I like everything. If I try to make a Pinterest board with stuff I like, it's all over the place, and that makes it really hard. So I don't know if you know that kind of crisis that you have when you don't know what to do and how to improve your art. And the only way to get through that, and I know that, is to make more art. So I spent today just trying to get my little tiny brain to focus on creating a blue tit illustration for my homepage, where while I'm doing it and while I'm working on that illustration, I'm well aware that it might not end up being there just because I'm reworking everything. I'm going to take a full week off of Instagram and just trying to figure out what I want to create, and then commit to that for at least 1 or 2 months to have something consistent that's coming up.
So, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for making it to the end. I hope you really liked it. If you enjoyed this vlog just a tiny little bit, send it to someone who could need a pick-me-up as well. You know, sharing is caring. Let me know below if you like this kind of style, if this is entertaining for you, because it has been for me. I finally learned how to animate stuff in Premiere Pro without needing to go into After Effects, because that switching back and forth, it's too much for me. I just like to stay with one program and go to town with it. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other very soon. Bye bye.